Finally, finally. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's a lot of people that's live streaming, but finally we're on. We're gonna have to figure this one out. Hey, what's going on, Kryptonia? What's going on, Hamza? Finally, YouTube let me in. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna have to research it and find out why I can't just simply live stream. Don't understand it. What's up, Steve? Yes, man, I'm here. We finally got it working. What's up, Jesse? Yes, good. Glad you can hear me. Glad you can see me. First of all, you couldn't see me at first, right? So to the live stream, right? And welcome to Let's Talk Tech. Now, for those of you all who are new, listen, go ahead, subscribe to the channel. And we got tons of reviews that's going to be coming up, especially about the Galaxy Watch Active, of course, the S10, and of course, we're going to talk about this foldable smartphone that we got, shown today. So, what's going on, Brad? Man, listen, we got a lot to talk about. I'm not going to keep you all that long, but thank you for showing up. Um, this has been one heck of an event, right? And it's one of their better events. I have to say that Samsung actually did a good job with this one. Although with, let's say, the Galaxy Watch Active, they were kind of vague with it. Galaxy S10, they did an excellent job. Excellent job. Did anybody watch the live stream yet? I'm talking about the Samsung live stream. I'm not talking about, the stream in 7 minutes. Did you watch the live stream at all? Anybody? Jesse, Steve, Hamza, Kryptonia, did you have to work today? So talk to me. Somebody talk to me. Can you hear me? Can you still hear me? All right. Yeah, I watched it in its entirety and I recorded it as well on my phone, right? I used a screen recorder so I can go back over it and just kind of make sure that I caught every single thing that was talked about. All right. Okay, so Hamza, he watched the whole stream. Okay. Steve, loud and clear. Thank you, Steve. All right, Jesse. Okay. All right. Okay, you know good. Okay. Okay, Kryptonia, cool. All right. So I guess the question is, at the end of the day, what did you think? What did you think of the event? Now, we're gonna start off the same way Samsung started off. Now, for one, I gotta tell you that I was very surprised at how they led off with this event. I wasn't expecting it. I thought they were going to save the best for last, but they led off with the foldable smartphone. They led off with it. I was very surprised. I'll be honest with you. I was like a kid in the candy store. I was very excited. I was smiling. I was cheesing from ear to ear because I've been looking for this smartphone for a very long time. And I felt like Samsung was going to bring the noise on it. So when the guy started talking about it, I'm like, wow, he opened the phone up. He showed us the front of the phone and he went through it. Again, I'm blown away by it. But I'm going to go out there and say that I know I've been talking about buying this phone for a long time, right? And but there was a couple of things that, would push me back from buying it. And one of them are it being thick, right? So we're going to talk about that. Steve, well, Brad said the only real question is the S10 or Note. Brad Gray, all day. The Note, man, the Note. I'm telling you, the Note is going to bring the noise. It's going to capitalize, of course, all for the Galaxy S10. So most of what we're going to get it on the Galaxy S10. We're going to get it, right? So I say the Note. The Note always gets more premium features. Its build is a little bit more premium than the S lineup. So I would say the Galaxy Note. That's just in my opinion. For what I think. Now, the Galaxy S10 did bring the noise, but let's slow it down. Let's talk about this foldable display. Now, as we talk, you go ahead, you shoot it in the live chat. Let me know what you thought about this foldable smartphone, and I'm going to let you know what I thought thus far. Now, first of all, I have to say that when he first brought it out, it looked really, really good, right? And then when he opened it up, of course, I love the continuity. I love the fact that if you're working on something, and it makes sense, if you're working on something or you're doing something on the front of the phone, you should be able to open it up and also be able to see exactly what you were doing on the front. That makes sense. And the display was beautiful. They explained the hinge part, and the hinge part was being covered with a rail that has Samsung on it, and you can customize the color depending on what color you got, right? So I'm like, okay, wow, that's cool. And I'm steady focusing on the inside of this phone because I like the display, the way it opened up. You can pull 3 apps open at the same time. I thought that was pretty cool. And then if you want to see a bigger part of one of the displays that you had up, you want it bigger, you can. And it pushes the one that was on the display in full to the side. I thought that was pretty cool. And also the 2 batteries. Now, that kind of got me as I thought about it, right? 2 batteries? I don't understand why they couldn't do it with just one. Now they got 2, and in spite of the fact that they got 2, look at how much battery life you get. Now you only get 4,300 milliamp hour battery out of this thing. I was looking for 6,000 milliamp hour battery, to be honest with you, especially powering such a big display. Got to talk about this because I really need to know your opinion because I'm not finished going through my thoughts and my feelings about the smartphone. What's up, Jackie? Welcome to the live stream. I'm glad you made it. We got Daryl in the building. What's up, Daryl? Daryl said, hey, Huck, what's the watches are giving out tomorrow? Hey, Huck, what? I don't know. I'm not sure. I haven't caught up with that one. I don't know. Jesse said, note, I can't live without my stylist. I can't live without my stylist neither. Rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. We got Terrell in the live stream. Nice. It just costs too much. Yes, it does. 3 apps multitasking. Yeah, it's okay. $2,000. Yes. The phone costs 1980, right? And we're going back into the future. Why couldn't they just put 2,000 across the board and call it a day? Now, in spite of the fact I would have paid 2,000, I'd have paid 2,000, right, for the phone. I'm talking though because I don't want my wife to hear me. But listen, I would have spent that type of money on the phone. Granted, it was the type of phone that I was looking for. Now, the specs are probably there. Of course, they didn't go into details about all the specs and what this thing can do. But the fact that it's thick, right, is really thick. I really had to see this thing in person. I didn't like the thickness of it. Also, if you looked at the front of the display didn't go all the way up. And on top of it, I don't know if I'm nitpicking. If I'm nitpicking, then you let me know. It's only a 4.3-inch display when it's closed. I was still looking for at least a 5.5-inch display, and then you open it up, and then you got this 8-inch display. That's what I was looking for. So I am probably going to wait for the next gen. At the same time, I have to give kudos to Samsung because I thought they did an excellent job with what they brought to the table. It's better than anybody else who brought a foldable display out to the market thus far. So I got to give them a thumbs up on that one, but I'm not going to buy it. So, I mean, but what about you guys? What did you guys think? First of all, yeah, the price is high, but it's something that I would buy, especially if it's going to be convenient. I watch a lot of videos. I do a lot of research. I edit a lot on my phone. I got a editing phone app. So this would have been right up my alley, but no, it's got to feel right in the hand. I thought it would have been a lot thinner. I'm going to do a video on it, but I want to show you the video teaser of the girl when she opened up that smartphone that don't look like the same smartphone. So my question at the end of the day, is Samsung holding back? Is that going to be the second gen of the foldable smartphone? I'm not sure. All right, I'm going to go to the live chat and see what you guys got to say. Let's go all the way back up. Yes, Steve. Steve said, and they had the lights on. I told you they was going to have the lights on. Yes, they got the lights on. I don't know what watches are being given out, Daryl. You have to tell me what you're talking about. Let's see who else we got. Steve said, It was like two Galaxy phones into one. Yes, my same thought. I thought that there might be an S Pen. I thought it might be an S Pen too, Steve. But I wasn't banking on it. I wasn't banking on the fact that they would bring one, especially with this being their first gen. They just really filling themselves out. Jackie says, I think the foldable phone looks okay. Closed, not too bad, although I don't love the look. When it's open, it looks really nice, and I love the three multi windows. It needs an S Pen, in my opinion, and of course, everybody's talking about the S Pen. Mm. And I think so. I think it needs an S Pen for such a big screen, especially if you want to doodle, if you want to jot down notes, if you want to do whatever you want to do, it should have an S Pen. We probably could have had that put in the corner, especially with the way that hinge is made, which is probably why the phone is so thick. So I'm not crazy about the thickness of the phone. Steve said also there's a notch in the right hand corner of the screen. I didn't see that. Is that when it was open or when it was closed? All I know is that the display didn't go all the way to the top and it didn't go all the way to the bottom. And that was another one of my issues. That's something that I can't um, live without. My screen has to go pretty much all the way to the top, if not very close to. And Samsung didn't bring it with that. So I think the front of the display was a deal breaker for me, especially being 4.3 inches. I didn't care for it. Jackie also says it's also too expensive, in my opinion. I can't see myself getting too excited about this Galaxy Fold. I will be interested to see the refined version next time around. Me too, Jackie. Me too. Me too. Because this one here, I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. No. Jesse's laughing, right? Steve said, yes, it's like buying two phones anyway. It is. It is. Putting two phones together and you got it where the screen is foldable, which is good. That's nice. Now, the screen open, it looked beautiful. I thought they did a really good job with that one. But when it was closed, it was a deal breaker for me. Definitely a deal breaker. Note 9, as Ball says, no S Pen on the phone. Otherwise, it would have been called Note Fold. The Galaxy Fold has 6 cameras. Yes. Now that I give it that. It has 6 cameras and a 4,000 milliamp hour battery. Now, I kind of understand where they went with the 6 cameras. So if you want to take a picture with it open, kind of like a tablet, and then, of course, the back camera when you have it closed, and then you got your front selfie-facing camera. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot of cameras. And they're giving you 512 gigabytes and also 12 gigabytes of RAM. They're giving you RAM. But again, if it doesn't look good, I mean, because I'm picky, it's gotta look good. And on the outside, it didn't look good. The inside looked good, but the outside, and most men, we're looking on the outside first before we go to the inside. Even with tech, sometimes it depends on how this phone looks based off of whether we're gonna buy it or not. Me, I thought they did a good job, an okay job, let's say that first time around, but I think they could have brought more noise to the table with that, and that's probably why they led off with that, because they didn't want to take away the spotlight off of the Galaxy from when they started the Galaxy, and they've done a good job. They've had a good role from the original all the way up to now. I thought they did really good. Brian Taylor says, I think the foldable is cool, but it should have more screen in the front. Yeah, come on, tell somebody. Yes, and it didn't. Again, at least 5.5, if not 6, or if not 5.7. It needed more screen, because I'm used to looking at the Galaxy Note. You know, how can I go from the Galaxy Note to you taking me back into the future? I mean, well, into the past, and I can't do it. But I got to see it in person. So when Best Buy get it, I'm going to be stalking them. I'm going to go down. I'm going to take some videos. I'm going to play with it and see what it's really like in person. I give it a shot, but I'm not going to buy it. I can tell you that right now. I know I've been talking about it for a long time, but I'm not buying it. Hey, what's up, Omar? Omar says Samsung, nice. And Steve said right on, Hamza said the S10 was amazingly presented. Yeah, Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I think they did a really good job with that, with the presentation, compared to the presentation that they had with the Note 9 and the Galaxy Watch last year. I thought they did an excellent job explaining the details, especially about the camera. The camera is probably one of the number one features that they have alongside of the fingerprint scanner. Yes, they went into detail about it. They just talked more about some of the specs of the camera to let you know what you're going to get, especially with the dual camera that's in the front. A 10 megapixel camera in the front, then I could do more videos. Like, again, I like to do videos on go, like when I'm in the car and I'm on my way home. But I noticed the last time I did a video with the front facing camera, the video quality wasn't that great. But now with the 10 megapixel, I think it's going to be beautiful. I thought that was a good touch by Samsung. The camera quality has risen. They just didn't bump it up a spec. They really, really went all out with this camera. And I thought Samsung did an excellent job with both the front-facing camera and the rear camera. The fingerprint scanner is another thing. I like it. I like the fact that it didn't go optical. You can kind of tell the difference between optical because it has to read the fingerprint, and it lights it up so it can read it. So you don't have to worry about sunlight or whether it's dark with the fingerprint scanner. You just put your finger on it and you're good to go, and it's still secure. It's probably the best security you can have on a smartphone. I don't use the iris. I do use the intelligent scan to open up my phone sometime, but other than that, no. Let's see. Let's go to the chat, and we got Steve Jordan says the price of the foldable is the same as the two. He said it's the same as the two S10s. Yeah, it is. It is. So just buy two, put them together, and you got a foldable display. I don't think it's worth the buy. I think some people will get it for free because, of course, Samsung is going to market it, and he wants to get people to do YouTube videos on it. So, but I don't think it's going to do that well. I think it's a project that they're working on. They finally brought it to the market. But if you go back to when they first introduced it as Yon, that one, now if they had brought that one to the table, right? It looked beautiful. It looked thin enough. You were able to put it in your pocket. It didn't look bulky. But this one don't look nothing like the Yon prototype at all. At all. Note 9, as Ball said, the S10 Plus will be joining my industry. Leading hashtag Note 9, OnePlus 6, and I don't know what that at home base March 8th. Okay, after 7 years of working on a great first product, but next one will be better. I think the next one will be better. Note 9 is balls. I think the next one will be better. I think they're just testing the waters with this one and seeing who bites. I'm not biting this time, so we'll see what happens. Jackie said, good point, Kryptonia. Let's see how these cases will work out. Now, are we talking about the case for the Galaxy S10, or are we talking about the case for the Galaxy foldable phone? Steve Jordan says, yes, the event is really about the Galaxy S series, and they built up the event toward the S series, and yes, they did. They did a good job with that. Hamilton says, the Adobe video editing on the S10 is really cool. So let's talk about that, right? Now, I use KineMaster, however you pronounce it. I use that software editing. My computer went down. I'm still having issues with my computer. My computer went down. I sent it in to get fixed, and I didn't want to stop doing videos. So I knew that there was a video editing app, right? So I got it off of KineMaster, and that's what I've been using to edit my videos. And it's really convenient because if I want to go downstairs edit, I can go downstairs to edit. I can go anywhere that I want to go to edit. I don't have to sit in one place. So that's one thing that I like about it. But Adobe Rush took it to another level when they give it to you in the cloud, and they also, you got it on your screen display on your desktop, but you can also get an app that you can download, and then now you can leave your computer and go to work or go downstairs or go anywhere you want to and continue the editing process right where you left off. And for them to partner up with Adobe like that, that's going to be nice. So I'm looking forward to using that when I get the Galaxy Note 10, because I won't get the S9. So I won't have an opportunity to do that, but I will Go to Best Buy. Again, I'm gonna be stalking Best Buy. I always do when they come out with a new smart device, because it's one place you can go to demo their products. So I'm gonna be stalking them. I normally call them to see if it's in. When it's in, I'm down there. I'm gonna go check out S10. But the S10 look beautiful. I like the display. I like the hole punch to the right. It looks really good. I thought they did a good job with the display. The specs are through the roof. They added everything but the kitchen sink, and it's been quite some time since they did something like this. And yes, it's the 10th anniversary, so it made sense for them to bring the noise with the smartphone. And I thought they did an excellent job considering it's the S series. Jackie said, case for foldable. I thought about that when I was watching the live stream. I was wondering how they're going to get a case to protect the glass on the outside and on the inside. Now, the inside, I don't think it's going to be a problem because the glass is flexing. I don't think you can damage the glass, but they didn't give us any specs on that. They didn't elaborate on what kind of material is being used and how durable the glass will be. They didn't talk about that yet, but we know it's coming because we got people that are going to get, of course, some units, and they're going to do reviews, so we'll find out then. Daryl Watts says, where are you at tonight? I'm at home. I'm at home. Steve Jordan says, it's going to be an exciting few years coming up for Samsung. Yeah, it is. Sam Sargaffer, if I pronounced that right. Samzam, how about I call you Samzam? Glad that Samsung keeps the headphone jack. Now, somebody asked me a question about the headphone jack, whether it makes a difference to me or not, and it doesn't. I use Bluetooth all the way, but I know a lot of you all are into music, and you get better quality through the headphone jack than you do with Bluetooth. I heard Bluetooth kind of knocks it off a lot. I can't tell. The music still sounds good to me. So whether they get rid of it or not, I'm good with it. I don't find any use for it. I don't use it at all. Except if my Bluetooth headphone breaks, then yes, I got an alternative. But other than that, I'm good. Hamza said it was amazing how quickly the Galaxy Bud connected to the device. Yeah, it's pretty cool, right? That wasn't a bad deal at all. I like the Buds, and they made it smaller, so it should fit in the ear canal with no problem. One of the things that I like, which I was concerned about, because that they knocked down the battery, and I think they doubled up on the storage. I think the storage is 8 gigabytes, right? Which is cool, which means that you can download more. But I like that you can download your content on the device, so you can take the device and go. So if I'm out doing the yard, then I don't have to carry my phone with me because I got my music already in my ear. Again, the reason that I did not buy the earbuds is because I heard too many bad reviews about it disconnecting a lot, and I can't deal with the disconnecting. But we are going to buy the Galaxy Buds. We are going to buy the Galaxy Watch, which we're going to talk about that in a second. And we are not going to buy the Galaxy S10. So we're going to get those two products. We're not going to get the new charging dock as well. We're going to talk about that too. But the earbuds, you get 6 hours of music playtime, which I think is cool, especially considering the first charge, and then you get a lot more once you put them into the case. That's cool. But my question to you is what did you guys think about reverse charging? Where you can lay your phone in, or your earbuds or your watch on your device and charge. What do you think about that? Now, while y'all think about that, Omar says, I can't pronounce their name. I can't pronounce their name, Omar. I have a hard time pronouncing it. I say it and then I forget. But he says, if you look in the chat, Tsunami, I can't pronounce the name. Trifold looks way better than Samsung's. I'm going to say yes. I'm going to say yes, it does. Honestly, I expected more from Samsung, like the one in the commercial. Yes, the Galaxy F looks way better than the official. Yeah, it does. And I just got through saying that that's the one I was looking for. Where the girl opened up the phone, it looked thin, it looked nice, it went from edge to edge, and I don't know what happened in between that commercial video and them introducing the actual unit. Yeah, Yeah, and you're right. It does look good. It does look good. I think they did a better job than Samsung, and Samsung could have done or brought more to the table with that one. I feel you on that one. Um, let's see. We're going down. Yeah. Yeah, Steve said he's talking to Jackie. He says, "Yeah, um, it's going to be interesting to see what the cases are like for the foldable." Um, and you know what? Normally they show cases for all their units. They didn't do that today. They didn't do that today. But there is talk for the Galaxy S10 so far as the screen protector that they're going to have their own screen protectors that they're going to offer for the Galaxy S10 because of course you know the Galaxy S10 you only got one other manufacturer that's going to be making the screen protectors for the phone, but it's been an issue with that considering an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. So, but you will be able to have an option. I just don't know how much that's going to cost you getting it from Samsung. So I know Samsung normally is a little bit more expensive than third party, but we have one third party developer that's a manufacturer that's going to be making the screen for the Galaxy S10. And me personally, you guys know my phone loves to be butt naked. I don't do that one. Um, but yes, the case they show one case where it's going to have some type of lighting on the back of the case. So they're saying that that's probably going to cost like 59. I'm thinking maybe $69 for that case, which is something new from Samsung, but who knows? The reverse Steve Jordan said reverse charging is okay for emergency situations, but mostly a gimmick. Hmm. Here's the thing with that. Um, I find it useful not for trying to charge another smartphone, for charging the earbuds and the watch. It could be useful, and the reason I say that is because if I'm on the go and I don't want to carry this charger that comes with, of course, the device, I can simply just put it on the back of my phone and charge it up. But where it becomes a gimmick is how fast does it charge? Because it's not a quick charge. So how fast does it charge? That would make the difference on whether it's worth it or not. Me personally, I probably would never use it. When I charge up in the beginning of the day, I'm fully charged through the rest of the day. And I don't listen to my music on my earbuds all day like that. I go to lunch, I listen to them. I make phone calls, I listen to them throughout the day. But I'm not a guy that has earphones on all day. But that means that I always have battery life. Kryptonia says the 12 gigabytes of RAM is sweet. Yeah, the 12 and the 8. The 8 is standard, right? Which is still cool. We're doing pretty good with 6, right? So 8 is nice. 8 is nice, and 12 is definitely nice. But how much money are we going to pay for this? Is it going to be worth the money? We were talking about it yesterday, and on whether it's worth buying a smartphone with the terabyte of a storage, right? And if you're upgrading every year, it doesn't make sense. I don't think it makes sense to buy a phone you're going to turn in next year. You're not going to even fill up a terabyte of storage at all. Even 512, you're going to find hard. Yeah, you're going to take the storage from your old phone and dump it on that one, and then you're going to put some new ones on top of that one. But how long are you keeping your phones? Are you trading in every 2 years, every 3 years? That's going to make the difference on whether the storage and the RAM is worth paying the extra money for. Because it's saying that we're going to get standard um, 8 gigabytes of RAM and also 128 gigabytes of storage. And then as we go up, we start to pay more. Me, I'm gonna start at the bottom, 128. I wish they would start off with 256, but they didn't. Let me see. We got Kryptonia says that is an awesome feature Samsung added. I was really impressed with it. Samsung stepped up the game even more. A lot of great things mentioned today. Intelligent Wi-Fi. I like that. Yeah, Wi-Fi 6 camera, S10 is a beast. The camera on the S10 is off the charts. It's the best camera that I've seen yet for what it features, and it's definitely going to be useful to the consumer. And the experience is going to be great. I mean, you got a wide angle, you got a fixed telephoto, you got a fixed lens, you also got wide angle. So you got everything you need for great photography if you're into taking pictures like that. I'm not, but if the time comes and I know that these features that I have on the Galaxy S10 or the Galaxy Note 10, I could use at any given time. I like portrait mode more than I like anything. And I just found out not too long ago that I have portrait mode actually on the front facing camera, and it's awesome. So yeah, Samsung definitely is bringing the noise. They've always did good with their camera displays, their displays, period. Nobody is beating Samsung out yet so far as the display is concerned. It's bright, the colors are vibrant, everything pops out. Watching videos, photos, Samsung is still number one in that department, in my opinion. Omar said, Huck, is it really necessary to have the Samsung S10 with 5G? Let's not leave that out. Now, first of all, that 5G is going to cost you, but with that 5G, you're going to get 512 gigabytes of RAM. You're going to also get, what are they giving you? Uh, 12 gigabytes of RAM, right? Okay, fine. Again, how long am I keeping this phone? I trade in every year. Now, if I was the guy who kept the phone like 3 years, then that would be something I would consider. Or if I'm in an area where I'm having issues with my towers. Well, with 4G, I don't have problems. I don't have any dropped calls, none of those things. Now, I'm with Sprint. I don't know anything about AT&T. I don't know anything about T-Mobile or Verizon or any of those other companies, but I know with Sprint, I don't have no issues. So 5G, again, no, not for me. But for those who are going to keep the phone longer, it may make sense. It may. Okay, and we got Jackie. Jackie says, I'm definitely excited to see the S10 Plus in person at Best Buy, but after I check it out, I will be ready to move on to the Note 10 conversation because that's what I'm really waiting for. Yes, Jackie, wait on the Note. Wait on the Note all day. You don't want to do nothing else. There's nothing wrong with the S series, but the Note just feels better in the hand. It always has over the Galaxy S series. And again, I love having the pen. I'd rather have it and not need it than to need it and not have it. But I do use it from time to time. OZ Bell said, hey, Huck, do you have a release date on the Note 10? No, not yet. But we know that the Note 10 normally comes out in August. So I'm saying sometime around mid-August, maybe the end of August, we'll be getting the Galaxy Note 10. So we should start seeing more renders, I want to say next month, after the Galaxy S10 starts to blow over a little bit and it hits the market and people start to buy, then we're going to the Note 10. But the Note 10 is going to be a beast. I'm telling you, it's going to be a beast. Steve said they've come a long way since the Samsung Instinct. Oh, you got to be kidding. Steve, you had the Instinct? I had the Instinct as well. And it had a dual display. Remember, I was in love with that phone, but you're right. They've come a long way. And I think I went from the Instinct and I went from there and I think I got the Galaxy S3. So I was in the S line for a few minutes and then I went straight to the Galaxy Note 2. But yeah, the Instinct was nice. I hate to give it up, but we had to trade it in to get money off of the phone that you were going to buy that was new. So yeah, they've come a long way. And I still think Samsung is at the top of the food chain so far as a great design smartphone is concerned. I don't think nobody has beat them yet. They putting Apple up against them. And I'm not being biased. Yes, I'm team Samsung all day long. I'm not being biased. Samsung has the best looking smartphone on the market. That's over the Pixel. That's over, we're going to argue with one company and we're not going to talk about them, but OnePlus, we're over OnePlus. So yeah, I think they're still king right now, in my opinion. Best design, feels good in the hand, and the specs are always top notch. Samsung doesn't cut back. So yeah, Steve said 8 GB is plenty. Yeah, 8 GB is plenty so far as what's being ran on these smartphones. So if you take a look at the Galaxy Note 9, if you got the Galaxy Note 9, I don't have the Galaxy S9, but I know the Note 9 is still a beast. Now I got this in August. I get it when it first comes out. I don't wait. And I got so much stuff running on this phone. It's crazy because I store a lot of things that I've downloaded to be able to do a lot of these reviews that I do, and I don't get rid of it. Now, on top of that, I'm running my phone all day, every day. I'm streaming all day, every day for the most part, and it's still performing. I still get home with great battery life. So the RAM usage on here is working. The chipset that's running the smartphone is perfect. So I'm still getting great performance. Okay. I'm still getting great performance on this smartphone. I don't see him. I see him now. I see him now. I got to say hi to my grandson. Hey, Christian, how you doing? You found me on the live stream. I'm gonna call you. I got to talk to you, Christian. That's my grandson. You all say hi to my grandson, Christian. All right. Jesse said terabyte is excessive if it's not removable. Okay. Steve said 6.7-inch screen. I gotta hold that phone. 6.7 inches is a lot in the hand. And then how tall is it going to be? I don't know, but I'm not going to get the 5G. I'm not going to get the 5G. Steve said, yes, man, my first touch screen back in '09. Yeah, that the phone was a beast, man. I liked it. It was small. It had a dual screen, and I felt like I was somebody when I had that phone. I really hated to give it up. I wish I could have kept it, but hey. Steve said yes. Steve said yes. Okay, Christian, I'm gonna call you. I'm gonna call you. I can't give you my number on here, but I'm gonna call you. Okay, I got you. I'll call you right after I get off the live stream. Um, Steve said yes. I agree with Jackie. With both Jackie and Kryptonia. Um, Jesse says got my first note and it stuck with them on everyone from the Note 2 only one. He only skipped the Note 2 and I skipped the 7. I've had all of them except for one. I had all the Galaxy Notes. I have not went back. I have not looked back, and I won't look back. I really like the build quality of the Galaxy Note series. The S series is okay, but if you ever feel both phones in hand, there's a slight difference, and it's a reason for that too as well. So I think it makes sense. It depends on how things feel, how things look, and if you're comfortable with holding the phone. Of course, you don't want it to slip out, but you also want to be happy with it as well. Omar says, so did you remove the iris scanner? And what chipset is coming? Exynos or Qualcomm? We always get Qualcomm. In the US, we get Qualcomm. In their hometown and overseas, they're going to get the Exynos. We will not get the Exynos. And I think the Exynos runs a lot smoother than Snapdragon. That's been my experience, but we're not getting it. We'll get the 855 Snapdragon chipset. And it's going to be okay because what we got on the Galaxy Note 5, Note 9 is running smoothly. So I don't think it's going to make a real big difference. I think we'll probably get better performance, like what's going to happen with the Galaxy S10, with the RAM usage and the new chipset that's going to be in here. The S10 is going to be a super beast. It's going to be a super beast with no problem. No problem at all. So if you're thinking about getting the Galaxy S10, I say go ahead. I say get it. And at the end of the day, don't worry about it. You're going to have a great quality phone. Right now, the Note 9 is beating out the S9 in performance. Not by a landslide, but it's up there. Kryptonia said, yes, the feel is different between the S line and the Note 9. It is. The Note line feels boxier. It feels more premium. And the look and the design of it is beautiful. I love it. I love it. And that's probably why my phone stays butt naked. You can talk about me all day. I've been pretty good thus far without dropping this phone. So let's see if we can make it to August. Right. But let's go ahead, people. Let's talk about this watch. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed. Uh, if you notice Samsung, they always leapfrog, right? They leapfrog into these smartphones. So, okay, they only brought one. They only brought one smartwatch, not smartphone. They brought one smartwatch, right? The Galaxy Watch Active, and it's smaller than the, they made it smaller. I don't understand. I don't understand why Samsung just won't stick with what works, right? Okay, smaller for people with smaller wrists and more so for women. Women like smaller watches. They're saying that the watch is also thinner. Okay, that's cool as well. But what about the people who want bigger smartwatches like myself? So therefore, I like the edge-to-edge display of the Galaxy Watch Active. It looks beautiful. But I think they should have made a bigger version of the smartwatch, and they didn't. Now, what they did do is they're sticking with the Fit, right? So they made the Fit and the Fit E, and the price is right. So this new smartwatch that's smaller than the Galaxy Gear, or well, the Gear, um, is going for 199, right? And then you got the Fit, the Galaxy Fit is going for $99. I think it's a great deal, great price. It's not bad at all. I say get it if you want it, but it's too small for me. But are you going to get it? I'm going to get it for review purposes. You know, I don't know. My wife might like it, but it has the same specs for the most part. One of the things that it does have that I didn't hear anything about, we didn't know it was coming. I didn't hear any of it in the rumors, and that's the fact of having the heart rate monitor, not the heart rate monitor, the blood pressure monitor. And I didn't know that was coming. So that was a good added feature that came with the smartwatch. But for the most part, it's going to be 5 ATM, water and dust resistant. You can go swimming in this thing. Fine. I don't go swimming. But I guess a lot of people do somewhere. But I think they should have done something with the Samsung Pay. That's what people have been griping about. Samsung Pay, NFC, but we don't have it. They didn't say anything about it. So of course we're not going to get, where we're going to be able to use our Samsung Pay at the magnetic strip. No, that's not going to happen. So Samsung is sticking to their guns. You're going to have to use NFC in order to be able to use Samsung Pay thus far, but at least we got the blood pressure monitor. Let me go to the chat. Okay, Steve said Qualcomm is here in Canada also. That's cool. There's nothing wrong with Qualcomm. Qualcomm makes a good chipset. I'm telling you, they do a good job with it because the Galaxy Note 9, the Galaxy Note 8 has been performing beautifully. I haven't heard any problems, any issues with the S8. Of course, we have a problem with the Galaxy Note 7, but the Note 8, the Note 9, no problem at all. So if you don't want to, if you're thinking about upgrading and you don't want to go out for the Galaxy Note 9 right now, then the Note 8 would be the next best thing. Omar said, I'm just waiting for Samsung to come out with a watch that is all screen, yep, round, on the wristband, just all screen curve, yes, around your wrist. I thought they were going to come out with that one, but Samsung ended up going another route, which is cool. But yes, I still have my Gear S smartwatch. I still have it, and I thought they was going to go that route, kind of tweak the design a little bit, but no. But at least they went edge to edge with this next display. We're going to get another one. I just didn't know when we're going to get it. But again, I think they should have brought two versions, a big one and a small one, just like they did with the Galaxy Watch. But they leapfrogging. They'll do it 1 year, and then they bring one watch the next year with the Galaxy Gear. It's the same thing. I don't get it. Steve said, yes, 40 millimeter. I guess you're trying to reach the market, starting to compete with Fitbit. Okay, I could see that. Fitbit and other companies companies I think I'll keep my Gear S3. Yeah, I think keeping the Gear S3 makes a lot of sense. I'm going to keep my Galaxy Watch, but again, I am going to buy the Galaxy Watch Active to review it, and maybe somebody wants it. Somebody wants a smaller version of the Galaxy Watch, then this would be it. So I don't know how the battery life is going to work, because the battery life on the Galaxy Watch, the 42 millimeter is pretty good. So I don't know how good this one is going to be, because the battery, if I'm not mistaken, is down from what we're getting on the original Gear, because the original Galaxy Gear is 300 milliamp hour battery. I think this one is going to be 236. So I don't know if the battery life is going to be the same or even better than the Galaxy Watch. We have to wait and see and do some testing. We will do some testing on the battery life. But personally, this is battery. This is battery. Omar said, what is your opinion on Samsung UI? The Samsung UI is let me tell you. Okay, so there was an update. If you have not checked out my video, check out my video. There was an update to the wearable app, to the Galaxy wearable app. There was an update to the One UI. And it looks beautiful. It looks beautiful, but the One UI itself on the Galaxy Note 9 is lovely. I love the experience. I love the convenience of it. I love the new look and feel. It makes you feel like you got a new phone. So yes, I think they did an awesome job with this One UI, but it took us so long to get it that we're already up for another one, another update, which maybe we won't get to next year. But yes, the One UI is beautiful. If you don't have it, when you get it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It's a beautiful look. I like the dark mode. I keep it in the dark mode. The experience with going through certain applications, like, of course, you know, my messaging, my phone app, it looks great. I love it. I didn't know that it was going to look this good until I got it. Jackie says, I'm already bummed out about the tiny 40 millimeter watch. Yeah, it's too small. I don't know what Samsung be thinking. I don't know. Most people are buying the bigger watches nowadays. So Jackie says, I want it in the bigger version. Demi did us wrong. I think she meant to say Sammy did us wrong with that. Omar says, what is your opinion? Hold on. Oh, I answered that question already. Sam Zam says, still rocking with the Gear S3 and loving it. How's your battery life, though? Your battery life is good? You haven't had any bad experiences since you've had the Gear S3? Because my Gear S3 is still dead. When I turn it on, I can't get through a whole day with that battery life. So, of course, the Galaxy Watch is my number one watch. That's why I do most of my reviews on. Occasionally, I bring out the Gear S3 and do a review on it, but the Galaxy Watch is my daily driver. I charge it. I get home with anywhere between 80 and 73% battery life on a daily. Makes no difference what watch face I'm wearing. And on top of it, I got everything running in the background. I got all the gestures running. I don't cut back anything, and I'm still getting home with that type of battery life, which is beautiful. I'm at home, Christian. I'm at home. I'm at home right now. Right now, we're doing Let's Talk Tech because we just had the Samsung event for the Galaxy S10. They came out with some new earbuds. They also came out with a new smartwatch. So we were just talking about our thoughts and our opinion about the products that just got through being introduced to the world. And again, Samsung did a good job. The presentation was a lot better. They were very vague with the Galaxy Watch Active. They didn't talk about it a lot. They gave a little bit of information, which may have been a little bit better than last year, right? But we got what you can monitor 6 activities. I don't know who would want to do that, but I guess it's people that really into fitness will probably be into that. Me, I just more so look for my steps and, of course, my calories burned. That's it. Other than that, yeah, it looks good. I want to see it in person. I've seen some pictures. I've seen some videos of it. I've gotten a better look at it, and so far as the display is concerned, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful watch. Just small. That's all. Just small. Needs to be bigger. But who's buying the Galaxy Watch? Is there anybody buying the Galaxy Watch Active, or are you going to stick with what you got? Kryptonia, what are you thinking? You going to keep what you got, or are you thinking about getting this new watch, right? I don't know what size watch you like. You like the 42 millimeter or the 46? Let's see. Let's see, who did I miss? Okay, Kryptonia says she likes bigger smartwatches. Omar said, Huck, do you think it's necessary for Samsung Galaxy S10 5G to have four rear cameras? The third camera, what do you think is going to be used for as a consumer? I don't know. I don't know because I take pictures, but I'm not into photography like that, you know. So I don't know what it could be used for. But they think if somebody has used, I think a lot of people, maybe photographers, would like to bring their smartphone along without carrying all the equipment, depending on what kind of shots that they want to get, and they want to travel light. So that's the only thing I can think of. Or the people who have the money, because that 5G is going to be like 1,500, 1,700 out the door, depending on, what specs you want to have with this smartphone. So it's going to be a lot. Um, it's going to be real close to the foldable phone, to be honest with you. Steve said he's laughing. He said we we all could use something new tech wise. Yeah. Okay. All right. All right, Jesse. Thank you for showing up, though. I want to thank everybody for showing up. I really wanted to talk about this. I really was excited about what Samsung presented. Jackie, Kryptonia, Jesse, OZ, Vince, everybody in the live stream. I think Samsung did a good job with the presentation. I love the Galaxy S10. I really want to see this phone in person because what this is going to do is it's going to give us an idea of what we're going to get on the Galaxy Note 10. So I'm going to go down and check it out. And of course, I'm going to report to you all. I'm going to send out a video about this smartwatch for those who don't know about the Galaxy Watch Active and what it offers, along with, of course, the Galaxy Fit and the Galaxy Fit E, which is a great price for what they're offering. Great price if you're trying to get entry level or you just really are into steps. And it looks lightweight. I've seen a real good look at a photo, and that Galaxy Fit looks like it's going to be lightweight and geared toward exercising. So is the Galaxy Watch Active. Again, I want to see how small that is compared to the Galaxy Watch and the Gear S3. Jackie says, feel better, Jack. Yeah, yeah, Jesse, get some rest, man. Get some rest so you can be ready for tomorrow. So, but yeah, great job. I'm glad the event is over with. I made up my mind. Uh, Sam Zan said he's still rocking. Oh, we got him. This chat, like when people start to type in, it sends it up. So I missed some of you all. So if I miss you all, don't worry about it. I will reround. Omar says, I think the Galaxy F would be cool if it could be used as a laptop already has a clamshell design. Kryptonia says, hey Huck, if you want to see an unboxing of the S10, Flossie Carter dipped a video on it earlier today. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, I like Flossie. I'll check him out. Thank you, OZ. You the man too. Uh, yeah, I would check it out because again, I want to see it in person. I want to see the S10 in person. I want to touch it. I want to feel it. I want to go into the features. I want to take a look at the One UI, see if they put a twist on it or anything like that compared to what we got on the Galaxy Note 9. So with that being said, it's almost time to end the live stream. But one more thing we did not talk about. Now, Samsung is going with the flat charging dock. What do you think about that? Um, Me personally, I don't like it. I think they should have stuck it with giving us the option whether we want to have it sitting up or laying down. Now, my experience, maybe I should do a video on it. My experience with the smartwatch side of it, for whatever reason, when you put it on the charger, for some reason it'll stop charging. Right? Nobody knocks it off. Nobody does anything to it. And I bought it for my wife. I bought the charging dock for my wife that came out last year. And this is the experience. Sometimes she wakes up, it's not fully charged. So I'm not liking it. I'm going to keep the traditional charger. Maybe the new watch that may come out, the bigger size anyway, that may come out will work with the charger that you can just sit it on instead of laying it down. But the laying down experience with the Galaxy Watch, with the Galaxy Watch, the 42 millimeter, bad experience. Bad experience. Try it out for yourself, see how it works if you're deciding to buy one. And then that way, you can take it back within the 14 days to get your money back if you don't like it. But we're having a bad experience with it right now. Well, my wife is. Kristen, I can't tell you right now. I'm going to call you. Steve said, "Yeah, I don't like the charger flat either." It's a bad deal. I'm gonna tell you now, it's a bad deal. So I'm not gonna recommend it at all. So, but yeah, I wouldn't buy it. It's white. It looks nice, but I wouldn't buy it. I'm gonna stick with what I got. I got the one that's convertible, so that one should be on sale. That one I would recommend you buy. I've had great experiences with that. I still have to sometimes make sure that I have it centered and the blue light comes on, but other than that, I'm gonna say 98 to 99% of the time, it's always charging. But every now and then you get that moment where you didn't put it on right, and you be like, okay, I'm short. But I got bag up battery power that like cases I plug into it, and I got a battery pack. So I don't worry about it. I just throw the case on, charge it up, and I'm good to go. So, but yeah, that's a bad deal. But they had a lot of good products. The watch, the earbuds I'm gonna get, so look out for that review. The watch, look out for that review. The S10, I'm not gonna get. So not unless I buy off my daughter's phone and help her get an early upgrade, and then I'll be able to do a review. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, you all. I think that's going to be it. Kryptonia, I want to say thank you, God. Let me go all the way back up. We got Steve that was in the building. We got OZ. We got Kryptonia showed up. Jackie showed up to represent. Hamza showed up. I don't know what Hamza at. He probably dipped out. We got Daryl. We got Steve Jordan. Jesse was in the building. I want to thank all of you all for showing up and sharing your experience and your thoughts on this event, which I thought was a lot better than the event they had last year. And yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what Samsung brings with the Galaxy Note 10, because that's going to be next. But I'm hoping we get another smartwatch, because I'm ready for another smartwatch already. Maybe I want one every year now, but yeah, I'm looking for that edge-to-edge display. So I am hoping. All right. So tell me, guys, the next event is Mobile World Congress, right? I don't know what's coming through with the new phones and new technology, but we will be looking at that. We will report what's coming back. But yes, check out my channel. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. And listen, people, thank you all. Thank you all for showing up. Thank you all for the love and the support on the channel. I enjoyed chit-chatting with you all, and I'm going to see you all again at the next video. Take care. Have a great night, and I'll see you all at the next video. Take care. See you, Kryptonia. See you, Jackie. See you, Omar. OZ. Huh? Yeah, I know, right? I just want to say bye again. You said hang up? Yeah, I know.